Like I said, we're not going to go into some of the other, like the hunt stuff that was put in, although the stasis tower is a bit spooky if you think about it. Um, what I am interested in is the hunt boosters. So they've been putting out new drugs during the different events. And so now we have the drugs that are coming out for the hunt. And it appears that there is a probing booster, a pursuit booster, a rapid repair booster, a resistance booster, a drone precision booster, missile velocity, drone damage, missile damage, and that's it. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12%. Is that across the board? Nope. Some of them are 3, 6, 12. Fake Prada, thanks for joining us down the rabbit hole, Jeeve Online. So, where is it? These are 2. Yeah, the drone damage bonus is not 3, it's 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. That makes sense. But all the rest of them are 3, 6, 9, 12. With the probing one doing all 3 major probe setups, which is fine. Warp speed and agility for pursuit. That's pretty good. Whatever. Rapid repair. It only goes for shields, not armor, which makes sense for Garistas. Shield resistances. Also, hold on. Let's check it. These. This slot. Slot 15. Are they all slot 15? No. Whoa, hold up. Yeah, rockets are type of missiles. Hold on a second. So 14 for probing, 14 for pursuit, 15 for rapid repair. I bet you it's color. I bet you it's color. 15 for resistance. And then green, 16. Yep. And 17. So you can have one of each color active at a time. That's actually really crazy. Manchurian 94, thank you for joining us. And the missile bonus is to kinetic and thermal missiles. So it's basically Garistas locked. So you could, in theory, have... you could have a combat prober, for example. You could have a combat probing ship that is using the probe bonuses, although I guess you could go with warp speed and agility if you wanted to, but the shield, we'll go with resistances. You could be using the missile explosion velocity and velocity, which is application and range. And then you could go with either drone bonus or missile bonus. I would go with like kinetic missile bonus, and then you could like have say a jackdaw that is just a monster. What is this update and when will it happen? It looks like it's coming next Tuesday, or at least next week. Suggestion, apparently CCP Fozzie said next Monday. I don't believe that, but maybe next Tuesday. Maybe he misspoke. Maybe he's right. Next week. So, yep, these boosters are pretty good. Also, just remember that because they have a description, these should be items, and also this crate. These are items that can be bought and sold during this time. The 7th is next Thursday. Am I really that dumb? Hold on. I thought I looked at the calendar. What happened? Yeah, never mind. It is the 7th. Absolutely the 7th. Sorry. Correct. See? The 7th is a Thursday. That checks out. Thank you. Yes, the best sites are in are in LoSec. And it is the event where your implants get 50% loot drop. Will there be any faction warfare changes? Not that we saw. We don't see any faction warfare changes in this patch yet. Nor do I expect any. How do we know all that again? Which part? Everything that Fonsui just said is based on what the event has been in the past. We're going to go all on. Should we do the hunt right now? Should we look at the hunt right now? Or should we move on? The low-sec sites were soloable or really able to be ran very well as a assault frigate. All right, well, let's look into the hunt a little bit. I was going to prepare some stuff, but we can do it now. All right. Hold on. Okay. Tell me that those don't look like the boosters. I mean, a little bit, sure. All right, so to look at the hunt a little bit. Here is the hunt from last year. Now, so far, CCP has basically, as they've come back out with events, they've been more or less identical to last year, with perhaps some new things added. Okay, so the way it worked was that there are two different sites, the high sec and the low sec sites, the hunt and the hunt master sites. However, in order to be able to run them and get the stuff, you need to be able to get the keys. So there's kind of two phases. The hunt is going to be fun. I have 300 rifters I intend to hand out to COE members. Hell yeah. So there are 2 rooms. Well, technically 3. So you get to the site, there's a gate. You go in through the gate, and there's a room with another gate. And the rats come in, and you fight the rats there. And then you can activate the gate to go onto the inside. And in the previous version, in last year, there was a fighter, like a carrier fighter, that you fought. And there's a couple of towers there. And it's kind of like a race to the death. You kill the fighter, you get the prize, everybody leaves. However, there's a bit of a twist, which is that the outside gate, that first gate that you land on, is... I absolutely, Commander. In order to be able to use that second gate, the inner gate, you must first have a key. These keys can be acquired by finding mysterious capsules. Okay, mysterious capsules are a kind of irregular capsule. So if you want to double check, you can go into your overview. We'll look at this. I'll do this real quick just to show you. You want to do this for all events anyways. You want to have a tab that can pay attention to this kind of thing. And then if you go into your overview settings and go to tab presets and then entities, there's this whole section. Starts with I, so it's pretty easy to find them, called irregular, right? All of these irregulars, these are event stuff. So I would actually recommend having all of them checked for whatever tab you want to do events with. However, for this event, you just want to double, triple check that irregular capsule right here is checked. And it's worth having a directional scan which can allow you to only see like planets and irregular capsules, so that way you can find them easier.
Docking request accepted.
That's a good point, Fonsui. I didn't have it memorized, so just to show what you were just talking about, I did just undock to test to edit my overview settings. That's technically not necessary. You can do /open overview settings, and it pops it open. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you're looking for irregular capsules. Irregular capsules can be found on any planet or I think moon, basically all of the major celestials. And they can be kind of far away depending on how long they've been there. But the point is that you wander around all of known space or whatever, and you descan around until you find a capsule, and then you hunt it down and pop it, and you get one of the keys out of it. And then you can collect up a bunch of the keys in order to use in the sites. And so somebody has to have a key in order to activate the gate to be able to get onto the inside. It also means that if you have multiple people that want to go into the inside, you're going to need multiple belts too. All of the major warpable points for like things that roam, like the trig or whatever. So either way, in order to get onto the inside, you need a key for each person. So if you want to send 3 people to go fight the fighter, then you would need 3 different keys. So you could get 3 times as many sites if you rotate around and only send in 1 person. However, remember that final boss is actually pretty nasty. So making sure to balance that is kind of difficult. With the added caveat of there's this interesting problem that comes up all the time, which is that if you have a stack of keys and you go up to the gate and you just like hit activate a bunch of times, or even maybe even once, it'll consume multiple keys. So just be aware of that, and preferably keep your keys unstacked to just ensure that you prevent that a problem altogether. Okay. This happens every single event that there's a key involved, that you collect multiple of them on, because somebody's like, oh man, I used them all up, whatever. So be careful with that. But the prizes are usually pretty darn good. We have, obviously the overseer effects and all that stuff, but we also have the accelerators, the gecko blueprints, all 3 of the Garistus implants. But mostly the Hydra and the Valimar, and some other stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. There's also a level 3 data site. Hold on. So this is designed for frigates and destroyers, with assault frigates tending to be extremely good at them at the site. As you can see, they come with a bunch of EWAR, including scrams. And these are full-on scrams. Well, there's disruption and scrams. So micro warp drives are going to be difficult to use. It's just, the Condor and the Worm are the ones with scrams. You are also probably in low-sec, so you're going to have to be prepared for fighting other players too. This is one of my favorite PvPvE events. Yes, Fonsui, we'll get to that. Actually, I'll just say it. So the thing about the Hobo Leaks stuff, we don't actually know all of the details about Hobo Leaks, but what we do know... we don't know all the details about the changes that are being made, but what we do know is that there is a few things that's worth noting in Hobo Leaks. First of all, there's new outposts. There's like the captured Caldari workshop and the Garissus outpost. Not sure whether or not those are just like new landmarks, but that's not something that has necessarily been done like in a lot of these sites. But maybe What they've done before is they will put up like a landmark in a specific location during the course of the event, but not necessarily a new type of site. So it's hard to say exactly. However, the Tower Sentry Guristus and these things here, the non-interactable objects of the hulls, seems to suggest to me that these are a new landmark that's being put in. In fact, the reptile pit control tower, is the reptile pit a known location? It may be. I've been watching your content since about a few weeks ago. Happy to catch my first stream. I love your emphasis on people wanting challenge journeying in the games. Wholeheartedly agree. Oh 07. Glad to hear it. There's the new rewards would be the clothing. There's also new jackets and stuff, which we looked at all of the different items in the video that you can go check out, which is called like what just dropped on Singularity, which also goes into the new login rewards. I really want one of these masks. The Diamond Officer Cayman is kind of interesting. All of these things sort of suggest to me that they might put something into Venal, right? When they've put in other landmarks, like in the last event, they had temporary landmarks that were put up. Chances are this temporary landmark is going to be in Venal, but it's hard to say. Why they put in all new capsules, I'm not 100% sure. Although, from my understanding, the new ones don't. So in the previous one, you would get a DD informant. These don't seem to have that, but I'm not sure why. Also, if you notice, there's a mysterious capsule and hijacked capsules. Not sure whether or not that's a difference or not. New firework. Hunt Communications Tower. Hunt Master Communications Tower. So these are the hacking cans. But remember, there already was a level 3. If we go here, we can see that there was a Guristus Secure Storage. It is a level 3 data site. It takes you to a gate that requires a key to activate. Inside is 6 comm towers, which has a mixture of regular data site loots and hunt loots. The nodes are green with 70 health and 10 damage. Hold on. All right. So, this hacking site already existed, and yet we still see new cans being put in. Not sure why. However, these are called Communications Tower and Communications Tower 2. And these were comm towers as well. It could very well be one of the things that they've played with a lot recently is the idea of like an escalation. So who knows? We'll have to see whether or not they added in a little bit more flavor to this one. We'll have to wait till we get all of those details when it goes live. We also got new Hunter Quiver skins for the Pontifex, Omen, Stork, Moa, Magus, Vexer, Bifrost, Scythe, Confessor. Those are Abyssal Glories. So these are 2 for each. As I said last time, I'm pretty sure these are going to be the login reward with the command destroyers being the Omega and the cruisers being the Alpha reward. Hard to say though. Ace of Pod Hunter skins, historically, I believe those are premium skins that can be purchased. Let me double check. Ace of Podcasters. Jesus. Ace of Pod something or others. Pod Hunters. No, they're not. They're not premium. So who knows? Maybe they'll be part of the track or something. Hard to say. Or maybe they'll drop. Then we also there's a lot of new pod hunters skins though, so it's worth noting. Um, then there is the Capsuleer Day shirts and stuff, which are coming out on the anniversary, which will probably be what, the next month, right? January, February, March, May, right? Beginning of May. These are all of the boosters that we've kind of looked at already. If you want to look at those, they're in the other video about what dropped on Sissy. Carmine Horizon skins. This is part of the new login rewards as well. Halcyon Dawn as well. New logins, skins, permanent skins for us to get. Here are the boosters that I have that cheat sheet for. We have the Valkyrie skins. These are particularly interesting to me that they're putting in the Worm, Gila, and Rattlesnake Valkyrie skins. I don't know why. I do not care to speculate on what these mean. What would a podcaster skin look like? My face. Actually, oh man, does anybody, don't link it, I don't want the bot to kill you, but does anybody have the image that CCP guard made of his special skin on, I think it was an Astero? If somebody can get me that picture, I will give you 50 million ISK. If you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, too late. At any rate, so there's a new boss spawner and a new mini boss spawner. And so here's the thing. This is what Fonsui was mentioning earlier. So last time the boss inside was like I said, the drone, the fighter. But now there's this Jackdaw, both a standard and a Huntmaster version. So that means to me, probably that's going to be the new boss, possibly. And this Stasis Tower, as I mentioned earlier, kind of spooky, given the fact that, like, you know, frigates and destroyers often rely on speed. Very likely going to be, like, in the final room. Here's the new keys. Yesterday, I think it was, or 2 days ago, when I was talking about attributes, I mentioned that the accelerators that come out are still, like, 10 and 12. I was pretty sure that wasn't true, and this is confirmation of that. They are now... the standard is +4, with the potent being +8, and the extended being +6, but last longer. So those are the accelerators. And then more Hunter Quiver skins, this time for another set of cruisers. Omen Navy, Extra Navy, Stabber Fleet, and Scythe Fleet. So a bunch of navies. And the Gila. Then we get the Blue Force and Red Force skins. Those have been part of login rewards and tracks for the last several events. And the boosters that we were talking about earlier. The Vanta Black skin? I don't think so. Hold on. EVE Online CCP Guard skin test. I doubt it, man. It would be so hard to find this image. He, like, posted it once on his Twitter. The skin literally just has his face on it over and over and over again. Oh, Midnight Space Monkey coming in with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. 07 to you, Midnight Space Monkey. Nolan, Recycled Gamer, Evil Kelgore, Grey Ghost, and Nyx. Congratulations, 07s across the board. Thank you so much for that. Oh, man. Let me look just for a few more seconds. Warping to Stargate. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Let me try one more place
Warping to Stargate.
while that's going off. Oh, hold on. You got it. You got it, Valamir. You get it. You got the money. You got the money. There you go. This is what a streamer skin would look like. Right there. That's my favorite. Mwah. Perfect. Ship it. Would you ever consider doing a series on Eve lore? I was introduced to your content by someone calling you the Eve lore guy. I have a video series called Who Are the Triglavians, which are kind of like a big chunk of my lore videos put together. Yikes on trikes. So, yeah, that pretty much is the hunt. We're going to see that start next week. And like as it was mentioned, implants should drop. Oh, here, let's look at this. Here is the dev blog for last year. Scanners at the ready, Capsuleers. The annual pod hunt has returned, New Eden, and now live, offering an opportunity to secure bounty of rewards, discounts, and special bonuses. Oh yeah, you can combat probe the capsules if you're really feeling that. Standard sites across New Eden will be suitable for T1 frigates and destroyers. Meanwhile, more demanding, more lucrative Huntmaster sites will only appear in Caldari Losec. That's a good point. It isn't just all of Losec. It's only Caldari-controlled Losec and Venal. By the way, this means the war zone, it's about the original owner of the system, not the current occupier of the system. Okay? So, like, if the system's controlled by the Galente, but it was originally owned by the state, depending on, the region or whatever, then that will still spawn Huntmasters. Whereas, the Caldari owning a Galente system won't matter. I'm pretty sure. Each combat site will offer 2 combat rooms, which we looked into. And then the exploration sites not only provide means to secure standard loot, but also a chance to gain items normally only available through combat. Implant drops, daily login bonuses. This is what the login bonuses from last year was. And then they did a 50% off MCT, which they actually just did. So I don't know if they're going to do that again. They also usually do that kind of deal for FanFest. So I expect to see even more deals when it comes to like subbing and stuff soon. Yes, I also have the videos that I made with Yintan. That's true. This is a very good event for sharpening your D-scan skills. Snuff can't. So the thing is that like Snuff could gank all of those systems, but you're running around in frigates and destroyers, so you're notoriously difficult to catch. And what the fuck are they going to kill you with, right? Like they would have to be in frigates and destroyers too, and then they come into your site, and it's fair at that point. So this event actually kind of resists those sorts of things. A special New Eden's sale will complement the hunt. Also returning on the yeah. And there's merch. They gave away skins if you were part of the merch store. So who knows? Maybe that's what the new Valkyrie skins are for, is like the next merch sale. Which, if you guys didn't know that there's a merch store, there is a merch store, as it turns out. Any idea what in-game goodies people that go to FanFest this year might get? Absolutely. So you're going to get... we looked at the actual models in the last video, but the short of it is these hoodies. The blue teal hoodies. They literally have to fleet up highly specialized. It's worth more to them to simply have their own destroyer group and like run it themselves, because like they're super lucrative for running them. I have 22 days left of Omega and need a good deal, and I don't need MCT on that account, but a skin or some Plex would be nice. 22 days, I would hold out. I would see whether or not a different deal comes out for either the hunt or as we get closer to FanFest, to be honest. Hoodies is a new model? Yeah. Okay, so is that it for the hunt? I think that's it for the hunt. If there's any new information, of course, I'll be tweeting about it and whatnot. So go ahead and follow my Twitter and my YouTubes and my streams to figure out any kind of updates and whatnot. But we're going to move right